Hi, my name is Caitlin and this is the first video I'm making on my new channel, Kate Lumos. The idea behind this channel is enlightenment, hence the Lumos. I am an avid Harry Potter fan, but that's not the only thing I'm going to be discussing on this channel. I didn't want to do just a normal vlog, so I got this idea. I love school, and I love learning, but not everyone loves it as much as I do. Why, might I ask? There's a lot of reasons, but the big ones go along with the statement, when am I ever gonna use this? So I was thinking that I could find ways to apply what we learn in school to our lives. The first topic I wanted to discuss is irony. Why is this? I love irony. It's hilarious. I actually thought about making a blog about just how ironic life is, but that never happened, so I'm making this video instead as my first video of my channel. So how does irony apply to our lives, you might ask? Enlighten me, you might say. So irony is a word that means something is made out of iron. Like my chimes. That's it. End of video. Life is so ironic. Like, how you thought I knew what I was doing? Or not, I guess this is my first video. But back to irony. Review time. There are three main types of irony. Verbal irony, situational irony, and dramatic irony. So verbal irony is when you say something that has a literal meaning that isn't what you actually are meaning to say. Usually the exact opposite of what you're trying to say. I think most of us know what this is. Like, how was your day today? Perfect. Or, are you cold? No. Or, look at my pretty... Nice going. Most of us think of this as sarcasm, but not all verbal irony is sarcasm. Sarcasm is meant specifically to, like, insult or degrade something. But verbal irony, you're saying something that's not exactly what you mean. Most people nowadays are pretty good at sarcasm, so you probably have this one down. Next, situational irony is when something happens that is the opposite of what you expected. Examples. The word for the fear of long words is hippopotamonstrossus quipedaliophobia. That's a really long word. So people who have hippopotamonstrossus quipedaliophobia are afraid of that word. Another one along the same lines, something that applies to me a little bit. So the word for speech impediment where you can't really pronounce your R's or you use the letter long or in the wrong places or whatever, it's called rhoticism. Rhoticism, that's what it's called. Another example, one time I saw a video of Ellen DeGeneres. She took a quiz of what female comedian she was. Herself was one of the possible results and she didn't get herself. Also, everyone loves duct tape, right? Duct tape's great. But the one thing you're not supposed to use duct tape for is ducts, because it doesn't actually work to seal it. So duct tape shouldn't be used for sealing ducts. It doesn't work, but that's in the name. It's so weird. That's ironic. Or Q-tips. Everyone buys them to clean out your ears. But the box always says, do not insert into your ear canal. It's just kind of funny. The thing about situational irony is that because something's unlikely, it doesn't mean that it's ironic. Situational irony requires that there be a contrast, and that the thing that you expect is not at all the thing that actually happens. Sometimes the contrast is just implied, but there has to be a contrast there. There's actually a huge debate about where the line between coincidence and situational irony is, so I'm not going to go there. But I think situational irony is a really fun one, because when you think about life, you can find so many things that are ironic in this way. Just like my 5 examples before. The last type of irony I wanted to talk about is dramatic irony. Dramatic irony is a literary technique where the audience or reader knows something that the characters don't. It's only really in books, and it doesn't really apply to us. I mean, unless you have a narrator that everyone can hear, but you can't.
She ironically stated.
That was a long pause, sorry. You can find examples of dramatic irony in Harry Potter. Yay. I love J.K. Rowling's use of the first chapter in some of the books. In about half of the Harry Potter books, the first chapter is based around someone who isn't Harry himself. In the first book, this chapter follows Mr. Dursley and then Dumbledore and McGonagall. And I think it serves as a very excellent form of exposition. First time reading the Harry Potter series is enough to be intriguing. It's telling you a bunch of things that Harry doesn't know at the beginning, but you know that this is going to be a lot more fun than just like a book about a sad boy who has mean family. This exposition is also dramatic irony. There are a lot of things that you learn about Harry that he doesn't know yet for at least 3 more chapters. Like, as soon as Dumbledore comes in, you're pretty sure that, you know, this book's gonna be about magic. I mean, there's a lady who was a cat and turns back into a person, but Harry doesn't know that he's a wizard for 3 more chapters. You also find out that Harry's parents were murdered by some evil dude named Voldemort? Yeah. His parents were murdered. He doesn't know that for 3 more chapters. We also hear McGonagall talks about how Harry's gonna be famous in their world. So you know that there's gonna be kind of a separate world, and you know that Harry's famous, and he thinks that he's completely ordinary. And the list goes on. There are a lot of things in the exposition that are forms of dramatic irony. So the next time you read a book, or just think about life, I would love it for you to recognize all of the ironies around you. And when you do, you'll realize how funny life becomes because of the ironies in it. And to finish this video, I would just like you to give this video a thumbs down and never watch my videos again. JK, I was being ironic. If you like this video, give me a big thumbs up, and I'll post again on Saturday.